Greetings YouTube and Twitch viewers. We're doing a little quick and dirty Juno unofficial guide, but like as fast as I can. A little beginners and returning guide on what to do with Juno, where she fits in the meta, and a little bit of math on some of her perks and whatnot. So Juno, I think this season she was really good on release. She was bad for a bit, but she's received a bunch of small little buffs over time that actually make her quite good right now. So I guess the first question is, when do you play Juno? She actually in solo queue can fit into almost every single comp right now. Almost anybody, because she can fly anywhere and she can reach almost anybody with the heals, and the torpedoes have really good range. And she's actually quite strong offensively if you take the offensive Juno torpedo perks, which I actually prefer in ranked. I always am a big believer that being offensive is the biggest mitigator of damage, because like it forces enemies to back off and not shoot you back, which in turn means you have to heal less. There's less onus on you to pocket somebody when they're too scared to pop out and peek. I'm not going to go over what all her kit does. You guys should know that, but I'll talk about the important stuff. Number one, with the change of the sub role survivor, she is in this role now where using a movement ability activates passive health regeneration. Her passive health regeneration is 21.3 heal health per second over time. So 21 HP per second is just like it's like a safe button. So that being said, it only activates on glide boost. It does not activate on hyper ring. For the minor perks, we have familiar vitals, locked on, lift off, faster blaster. I think the best perks for her offensively, if you're not on the back foot, is to combo your locked on perk for enemies hit and combo that with the Martian overboots for the triple jump. I'm a personal new favorite of these two combos. That being said, I know a lot of people, if they're playing like a scared or safer Juno, they take the allies one and they take faster blaster. Now faster blaster have its merits. I think it's actually not that bad. It is tied to specifically using your glide boost, but because glide boost is now tied to your other survivability cooldown, where you basically it's like how you self-heal now. Like obviously you can dodge damage by hyperring and being super fast in the air, but the fact that you self-heal instantly on glide boost makes it so I don't want to just randomly burn it just for this now. So that's why it's kind of like slowed, it's kind of like stopped me from wanting to take it as often, especially on this patch. Let's begin with the math really quickly. So without the perk, it says the damage is 116 damage per second. With the perk, it's 152 damage per second. There you go. Pretty good. It's about an increase of 31%. Same with the healing, 288 heal and 195 ticks. 92 HPS versus 121 HPS. A 30% boost to the healing. It's pretty good, but again, because it's tied to the cooldown, I'm not as big of a fan this specific season. So, locked on, lift off, that's what I'm gonna take in this game. I said she fits in almost any comp. Very strong healer to pocket somebody, but I think her biggest strength is using the combo of those triple boots to jump into the sky to get a crazy angle and continually launch the torpedoes. Let's talk about little micro tips. One thing you can actually do, especially on control maps, is put the Juno ring sideways, as you get longer uptime on it and about 5 seconds before the map opens. I think I did this 2 days ago when I did the little Juno educational segment that didn't make it to this video, but that's a small micro thing. If you don't have control, then or flashpoint, doesn't really matter, but on maps where it's like symmetrical like that, getting out as fast as you can with Symmetra or someone like Juno, pretty good. You don't want to put it directly facing the door. Here, I could probably do it in the practice range while I'm queuing up. Okay, pretend this is like Lijiang Tower. The game's about to start. 5, 4, do it like this. 3, 2, 1, attacking objective, and you get the tail end of the ring because it sticks out a little bit more. It's literally such a minor thing, but you will be boosted a little bit longer by simply being on the edge of it a little longer, and the timer is about 4 seconds. 4 seconds a little safer. 5 seconds is fine before the doors open, so the cooldown will basically be up by the time you actually run into an enemy. So that's like a really small optimization. It's not a crazy tip or trick, but it's like, you know, it's one of those things that's like, it doesn't hurt to do. It's like the freest thing you could do. Arguably, when you play someone like Junker Queen and you shout out a spawn on control, the cooldown is so long right now that by the time you make it and actually clash with an opponent, you actually might not have the shout up, but like for the Juno specifically, it actually works out. So I said she kind of fits with like almost any comp, especially in ranked. Support pairings, because she's very potent with strong, good pocket heals. I honestly like a flex support as a duo who can do things on their own without like having to pocket people themselves. So someone like a cat just flanking is perfectly fine for me. A Lucio as well. Lucio Juno's great. Lucio can do very aggressive things, speed up the tank. If you want to play something slower, honestly, Zen is fine. I don't mind it. Kiri, if they like to go on flanks and do some crazy shit. Not a big fan of Juno, Lifeweaver, or Mercy, but it is what it is. Moira, if they're like, genuinely, if I'm playing Juno, I don't mind if my other tank goes, or my other support goes and does their own thing. I think that adds more value than both of us playing in the back on the same angle, trying to shoot the same people. In pro play, she's paired with Brig to help her survive. That's pro play because they know to jump the Juno. But like a lot of cases, if you're not getting jumped, you won't need it. If you're in trouble though as Juno and you're always getting jumped, then yeah, getting maybe a Brig or a Mizuki might help quite a bit as well. I think previously it was Lucio Juno for a hot minute as well. All right, a little Juno action here. So one thing you can do is actually sidestep or side put on the ring so that you get more of the ring sticking out, so you get a little bit extra speed boost. You can do it actually 5 seconds before the countdown on control. Little tips and tricks here. It's very small optimization, but it's one of those like you might as well do it because it's free. It doesn't hurt you at all. It doesn't.
The objective is now active.
I help you. I'll take that as a challenge. Target's low.
I'm sure my wrist is sped up here. As I'm like moving to the left, I'm just strafing a little bit still as well. Nice, we got 2. My team can use that. I have to be active in the fight now, so I just can't pick up the Mercy. I want to hit the Juno in the back, so I just pop the thing here. Mercy's back. There we go. Let's see if I can get a little cheeky angle here. I know the boosters have a pretty good cooldown, so I can ooh, I want to do the damaging pulsars because I'm feeling a little spicy with my torpedoes right now, not the friendly ones. So I'm gonna play wide here so I get the torpedoes onto people. Spawning 3. Their queen just died. They're gonna wait for their queen, so I'm actually gonna go for. I usually I go. Don't do the auto firing now. You should actually go for the triple jump. Actually has better utility. Apparently the auto firing one is. I've done the math. It actually doesn't mathematically change your stuff that much. Your heals. Just something to consider. The triple jump gives you better aggressive torpedo angles. And it gives you a safer, it lets you play safer. The auto is a bit of a bait. I actually used to take auto, but then I saw somebody on Reddit do the math for how much better it actually is. It's really not that much, and it's only specifically on a cooldown. I think it feels better because it's like a full auto, but it's limited to just the cooldown, so the uptime is not very high. Whereas triple jump can save your life and give you crazy offensive angles with the torpedoes, especially if you take locked on. Do I trust the Reddit math? I don't know. Napkin math. Look at my Labubu popping out. Oh my god. Hello? Labubu. Labubu. Yeah, her gun does crit now, yeah. I want to farm for my ult charge here.
Projectiles initiated.
3% ult charge by just getting a little snazzy with it.
Maximum velocity.
Tactical visor activated.
I almost have floor bit. A second one canceled? That a risk? Dude, if I were that queen, I would consider downloading Marvel Rivals.
Blocking satellite vector. Welcome to orbit. Please watch out for yourself. We must accelerate.
Heroes never die.
Pulsar's dispatched. I am on fire.
Meet your fate.
I appreciate the boost.
Man on a mission. Stay out of my way.
First round.
I see.
One.
Oh, nice. Remember you had to take a perk for it? No, they actually used to have a perk when Juno launched where you would specifically get the Mediblaster to crit. But they added it to her base kit for both teammates and or for enemies, excuse me.
I see. We must accelerate. Propelling pulsars.
The objective is now.
Enemy down.
Okay, nice try. Sorry, the heal doesn't crit, just the offense. My fault. The offensive torpedoes give you the best uptime for building your ultimate a bit faster. I'm probably dead here. Just said. You'll build your ult the fastest is because you're hitting a lot more enemies with Juno. Like their Juno only died once as well. I've died 4 times, but like I have like a little bit less healing, but I have almost 3,000 more damage
No.
despite dying more. I'm not playing super cleanly, don't get me wrong, but like that's just like the takeaway point is that means I'm building my ult way faster than her.
Let me help.
Heroes never die.
My duty is being done. Light speed. Now.
I'm dead though. They have window. They did the Mediblaster auto firing. Oh, they also have lock. They do have locked on. Take it back.
Dispatching care. Welcome to orbit. I need to reload. Now I'm really fired up, everyone. Pulsar's dispatched. You done bit the dust, partner.
Every time you press your little glide boost now, you heal thanks to the new sub roll passive too. So something to consider. Triple jump allows you to go up here.
Through here.
Tactical visor activated.
I am on fire.
Triple kill.
Very nice. My on run got a cleanup thanks to the torpedoes loosening them up a little bit.
Your skill at preventing crime is considerable. Kill.
And I can do here.
Propelling pulsars.
I have 7,000 damage.
Let's give them their medicine. Maximum velocity.
Heroes never die.
Meet your fate.
Welcome to orbit. Now I'm
Triple kill.
And we go here. We do it again.
projectiles initiated. Now we're in orbit.
Juno fell off the map.
I require healing. Blocking satellite vector.
Rising from the ashes.
I could use some help. Let's take off.
Arriva la punizione.
We are not letting them take the point.
Let me help.
I can't bring the point yet.
Round 2.
Oh, we didn't. Okay, well, I see. Well, now I'm falling a little bit behind on the heals, but honestly, we didn't really need it. Since we were killing them so often, that can look a little deflated. And then since we were like sitting and pressuring them so much, my damage numbers are a little inflated compared to their Juno. That's just the nature of the comp after a certain point. So here we go. We can do the side ring right now. Sticks out a little bit. Everybody gets a speed boost a little bit longer. I'll have the cooldown available when the round starts. I don't know. Maybe I should do more quick play educational stuff instead of just mindlessly grinding ranks right now. I don't know if this is helpful or not.
Let's take off. Addressing your injuries.
Full thought process and stuff. DPS with perk is 150. Oh, for the auto blaster. The thing with the auto blaster is like it's limited by how often you press your glide boost, and sometimes you don't want a glide boost just for the DPS boost. At least in higher elos, you end up having to use it to save yourself when you need.
We must accelerate.
Like forced to use it just to get a little boost, and then you don't have it to escape because you need to pocket someone a little bit harder with it. It's a little.
Supporting is T equals 0.
Meet your fate.
Put them in the ground.
Pulsar's out.
Heroes never die.
Now do you see your
Increase our pace. Locking satellite vector inbound. Welcome to orbit. Pulsar's dispatched.
Oh my lord!
I will tear victory from your grasp.
Hyper ring out. I will help you.
Everything from them.
Taking a
Unfortunately, they're just gonna gun our backline. At least they flipped it. Good luck, guys.
Projectiles initiated.
Well, unfortunately, was that my bad? It might have been my bad. Well, there's no one to blame but myself. Mate, you can't just end there. I had 8. Well, somebody else on the team might have had 17 deaths, but that's okay.